Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Barbara and I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit, and today we have episode 65, a podcast, so me rambling and babbling about knitting and everything yarny related. I'm also known as knittingILove on all social medias and on Ravelry, so check it out, check our group knittingILove because there's some things going on over there. I will leave links down below, definitely, so check it out. Thank you for checking me out. Welcome all the new viewers, and thank you for coming back to returning ones. I hope you're enjoying what you see. I'm going to show you loads of stuff. One more thing, all information that I know, I will put links down below under the YouTube channel. Make sure that you're watching this video on knittingILove channel, so have a glimpse down below. If you haven't subscribed, do that please, because it looks that from time to time someone likes to take my videos and put them somewhere else without my approval. In a sec, more about that. I mentioned all the links are down below, and also I'm doing a time stamps, so if you click on the time you should be directed to the certain time and certain section in this podcast. Yay! I should put it up higher. Right, I think that's all, so let's start. Okay, first things first, what am I wearing? As you can see, I'm wearing actually two sweaters, one cardigan and a sweater, and something extra. I just made this. I'm so happy. Anyway, so what do I wear? The first one that you can see underneath it, this is a cashmere sweater. I got it when I was in Poland, in the second shop. I love it so much. I know some of you are not so lucky to have secondhand shops when you can get 95% cashmere sweater. Maybe I'll check the label, I'll tell you what it is, because I haven't even checked what that is. Very good condition, and I just fell in love with it. It's just perfect. On the top of this I have a hand knitted garment. Long line cardigan by hiyhiya, and I knitted it with amazing circus tonic yarn. So on the screen you can see my finished object video. I'm going to put a link down below. If you want to know more about it, check it out. Normally under finished object video I have a link to the pattern or to my website leading you to the pattern. We shall see in the future how it's going to go. Hopefully you can help me to decide with this. I have so many things to say. Right, and you may notice I have something on my neck, and as you can see, this is a beautiful necklace. This one I actually own. I just knitted this piece, and I don't have finishing object yet. I haven't designed it. I spent maybe 30-40 minutes playing with that, and I knitted a first pattern from this book. I have reviewed it, well, first impressions, on my channel, so check it out, link down below. When I'm showing you all the patterns there are in this book. I think that's all what I'm wearing. Well, not really. Let's check how flexible I am. Look here. Yay! I'm wearing a knitted socks. These are my Fine and Dandy. So on the screen, well, you can see under the video when did I knit them. Because under the video when you click you'll have a time when I published the video, so something around that time. So I have them, I love them, and I wear them. Okay, let's move on to another section, which is in the jar section. And in the jar section I'm going to put one podcast in. I need to pay more attention to it actually, you know. And we're going to take out one podcaster, which means that they can enjoy some of my products from my shop. So if they want, I'm not pressing anyone, whoever will be picked for us. I think I'm from September. So as you can see, we have a few podcasters over here. I have been doing that for a while now, to be honest, and I have people over here who are not podcasting anymore. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I pick them out. Like I said, I'm going to continue this until the end of the year. But no worries, whoever ended up in my jar, I'm going to let you know in January 1st or December, somewhere in December probably, when I pick the last one. There will be a discount code for all of you to my shop for a certain period of time. So if you want to grab something, then you could. So who I'm going to put over here, I'm putting over here the Yarn Closet podcast, which is Laura. Lately I'm just stalking her channel. Hopefully you could see this. She is an amazing lady who I think she had to write down something under my comment. I don't remember how it started, but basically I ended up watching her podcast and I enjoyed it so much. It is not like a usual podcast, it's more a chit chat and showing what she's making, and she sent some goodies towards my way and I couldn't say no because I have never had crank tube from a sock machine. So thank you so much. No worries, I'm going to show you what I got maybe at the end. So here it is, Laura's inside. So let's see who I can pick. Okay, I have one. You know the rule, I try not to inform people who won. Maybe when I'm posting the photo on Instagram, sometimes I tag people who I mention and sometimes I forget to do that. So you're the ones who can pass the good news. Anyway, so who is our winner? Okay, I don't know who that is. So let me see. Congratulations anyway. Knitting and Tiffany's. There are two podcasters. So congratulations. I don't know how to read it. I wrote it. Anyway, we have two podcasters over here. I haven't watched the podcast for a while, so definitely I'm going to check it out. So if you're interested, my lovely viewers, go and tell them to watch this episode. What they can do, they can click down below, check the links down below on knittingILove channel, and check what I have in my shop. Then write down and send me maybe on Ravelry a note that they won and they would love to get a few goodies from my shop. And if they're specific what they want to get, there is a chance they might get it. Okay, so let me know. If you're watching, congratulations. Get in touch with me on Ravelry, write down your address, let me know what would you like from my shop, and I will create some little goodies and send it your way. Yay! Thank you for podcasting. Right, let's start some knitting content, shall we? So first things first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you a few things about what's off my needles and what's off my chest. Yeah, that's a good one. So let's go with the knitting content, or maybe with the hard content. No, knitting content. So first things first, if you check this channel, I post short videos, I call them finished object videos, when I kind of gather my journal about knitting, and you can find more about that if you go to my playlist and check that I have hats, socks, shawls, garments, and you can see whatever I've done. Also, I create vlogs, but most of the times I'll try to stick to the thing to show you places where you could go in case you would want to visit Ireland. Sometimes I go to Poland, well, once per year. So you can check it out too. But in Ireland, I try to divide it by counties, and I like to hike, camp, see beautiful beaches, and what else? And it's not that many of it. I would love to travel more. Anyway, life. So let's go and see what I have posted since my last podcast. Since my last podcast, I finished these socks. So check the screen now. They're beautiful. I love them. They're comfort socks. If you're interested what kind of needles I use, what kind of technique I used, and what else, from where did I get the yarn? Well, I can tell you, I got it from Kay from Berker Bears. She was destashing her commercial sock yarns, and I literally couldn't believe that I grabbed a set. I haven't decided the color yet, so check that video and let me know. There are 4 colors. We call them red, blue, green, and brown or beige. I don't know, I never know how to spell beige. So let me know which color you would think I should knit. At the moment, I have noticed that people are voting for red or green. I think the Christmas vibes are going that way, and the idea is that if I knit them, I could have them for Christmas and classify them as a Christmas sock. So let me know what you think of it, but that's completely different topics, so check that video and let me know. But with these socks, they're for me, and I'll try to keep it that way. I have a few gift knitting on my needles. I kind of like the knitting from that perspective, but not from perspective that I have a deadline to create something for someone. That's not really fun. It feels like work then. And yeah, so that's that. I love them so much. I wear them once ready and they fit like a glove, even though they're socks. Okay, I think I should lift it up. So goody. Right, and then we have, Mom, are you watching? So look now, because I'm using something you created. I make a bag from this, but it wasn't a bag. It meant to be that I put a pillow over here and I have a nice comfy thing for my bum. But I haven't used it at all like that. I was keeping it just on the top of my shelf, just kind of even folded, and I thought it's brilliant if I just do with the strings like this with knots and have it as a bag. I have actually one more like this, and my mom made it for me, so it's so cool. It is, I think it's all acrylic yarn, but it is crocheted. Don't you think it's pretty? I love it so much. I could probably put something even in the middle over here, like a heart or whichever, isn't it? I think I have some crochet in small bits. I haven't showed you that, but I've done it once, so you can see through it. On the back is something like this. I love it, and look, it's just perfect, don't you think? Oh my, so I love it so much. It made me happy, and I was just randomly wanted to put something into it. The book I'm talking about is this one, and I have kind of review, first impression, a video on this channel, so check it out. You should see it. I put a link down below to it. Ooh, it's so shiny and it has a texture, and it's like a, I like doing this. So what I did, I mentioned that the first thing I'll do with it from this is this one. So before I went to bed, I read story, because in this book you have stories, 14 stories, well, fairy tale stories, and then you have some knitting things going on. And I thought, when I saw this, I can show you. When I saw this, I thought I have a perfect idea to make it. So this is my version. I had a necklace that's very long, but if I don't have it, look at this. It's quite nice, but sometimes, well, on this kind of background, it's fine. But to just put it up and put some color into it, this was just the cutest things ever. And I think if you have this book and you have like teenagers or like younger, like 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds, you can really create something cute with them, read a story, it's quick. For a knitter, I'm telling you, will take you maybe 20 minutes, or, you know, to make it. With a kid, probably an hour to play with, or a little bit longer, like a 2-day project. But it's just, I love it, don't you think? I haven't attached anything to it yet, but you don't know. I did some changes in regards how I fold it. No, how I fold it, I did folding the way, but there's no, anyway, I'm going to record finished object video, and even though this is so tiny, expect a long finished object video. I love it so much, and I'm so happy to have it. I didn't buy it. It was sent towards my way just to open up and show it to you guys. I wasn't asked to knit anything from it, but there's so many good things that I probably will. And it's so much fun. Especially with those stories. So anyway, and I can't tell you the story because it's written down over here. But let's say I will have amazing strength. I'm just saying. Was it strength or bravery? I think it's perfect to make something like that for our Halloween season. Anyway, okay. Right. Love it. So what I can say about it, in regards to this pattern, it says that I should use 3.5mm, which I did, and I was looking for a green yarn, which I used this one. I'm going to show you more about it and tell you there are leftovers from a project that I knitted, so I will do that in my finished object video, so stay tuned if you don't know what I've knitted with this yarn, and if you do know, you're my best friend. So here it is. This is Mrs. Crosby Likes to Play, and the color is Garden. Garden. I knew the word when I was typing it on Ravelry, so check my Ravelry. Oh, I forgot again. Anyway, you know what? Try to read it yourself. Tell me now. So, what is it? Garden what? And when I checked it on Ravelry, it was so easy. Steamer trunk, 100% superwash merino, but it is so twisted. Twisted, can I say that? This, you see this? It's just, as you could see, it does not look like a yarn. It looks more like something really, really tightly spun. But if you have yarn like this, it gives amazing stitch definition. It will not be the warmest, I'm not sure. I knitted a hat with it, so I hope it is, because it's 100% superwash merino, but it will give you an amazing, check the screen now, I'm showing you my amulet. I did a tassel. I don't think they have a tassel, but they said that you can make it, and I had some leftovers, so I thought, you know what, not throw it in the bin, but this is how it looked. I did some changes in regards how you connect it, so I can take it off and put different color. Lovely. And the only thing I'm not wearing this necklace a lot, because that's the thing, it was very long and it was just pointing down. And I'm a tall person, and I know necklaces like this would slim you down, but I'm quite slim. And adding a cardigan now that it kind of lined over here, as you could see, kind of, it shrinks me down over here too, isn't it? So now with having something here, I may go back and wear this thing, because I don't think, have you seen this one on my neck? I don't think so. But yeah, you barely can see it because it's down here. Therefore, is it this yarn recommended for the pattern? I don't really know. I just thought 3.5, if I take this, well, it gives me a nice stitch definition. And obviously, thicker yarn you use, bigger it's going to get. I didn't really bother to have it smaller or bigger. Whatever I ended up with, I'm happy. Can I do something with it that you could actually see it? Okay, I did just a small knot. Right, and the next finished object is Let's Swap Hat. And this hat is a version of 6 by 10 grams. There are 3 versions with this pattern. It's my pattern, so thank you so much for purchasing and having fun. Remember, there's a 50% coupon code to get it. It's valid until the 31st of December 2019, because I think that's how far I can go with creating a coupon code on Ravelry at this moment. So go check it out. How to get the coupon code, go to knittingILove group, become a member, it's for free, just click and follow, and find a thread, and in the thread you have information. What do you need to type in to receive 50% off? There are 3 versions, 60 grams, 3 by 20 grams, and 6 by 10 grams. I knitted 2 versions. I have 2 finished objects videos, so on the screen maybe the first one, here 3 by 20 grams, which is this one. I put the link down below, and here our newest one, which is 6 by 10. I haven't swapped yarn with anyone with this one, because I just wanted to quickly write it down, so I grabbed whatever I had, and as you can see it's quite cool and fun and crazy. But you can have and play with the ingredients, and like for instance I tried to do over here. So nice, so nice. So that's for swaps. You do not have to. So check that Ravelry group. We're swapping 60 gram minis over there with 3 tea bags. And the whole thing that when you go to post shouldn't be heavier than 100 grams. So that's a tricky business. So yeah, you can knit anything, and just read what you need to do, and we edit our post and keep up with everything in regards to what we're getting, because who does not like to share some happiness? And I think this is the best. Okay, and I think that's all in regards to finished object videos and stuff that you can watch and see. But I finished something. It's not completely finished, but I'm going to show you that, because that's like with this beauty, you can expect a new video on this channel. So the new one is, I did a hat. Oh, okay, I haven't blocked it, so hopefully after this I'll just soak it in the water eventually and stretch it out, because it's a color work. As you can see, I didn't follow any pattern. I just basically had fun with whatever I come up with. Again, this book is quite handy with the dots. You can just create your own chart. So I did that, and I'll wear in a sec. What I'm missing also over here is a tag. So still a few things to do. This is for a swap. I call this swap a little bit hush, but the hashtag is love hate licorice, because of the whole idea, read about it. And I swapped, that's my second swap, with Lili. Hi Lili, from Nordic Stitches podcast. And oh, in the backside by Diane, I put her minis. She gave me 3 minis, 3 by 20 grams. And what did she give me? First things, she gifted me a homespun house yarn, and this is singles. So check the screen now. It's very delicate and beautiful, and I wasn't sure should I use it for a hat, but I thought I will just mix it every second, every row, one yarn, another row, another yarn. Here information about the yarn, so I still have some leftovers, as you can see. And then the second one I can't show you, but here it is in my finished object video. I probably have a photo from Instagram, so I'll point it out and show you how this little mini looked like. And then I got this one, and as you can see I haven't used this one, and on the screen you can check it out what that is. And here it is, you can see what that is. I haven't used it yet, so you may ask what the purple is. And the purple is a mini that I got from Amy from Stranded Podcast and Stranded Dye Works. I got it from Edinburgh Yarn Festival. As you can see, I have still a bit. I use 3mm needles for all of it, and I'll tell you more about it when I have finished object video. Done. Probably mention my next episode too. Put it on, put it on, put it on. I know. It's very hard for me to find always the... So here it is how it looks. It's a little bit tight over here. I haven't changed the needles to 4mm or 3.75. Probably I should. I probably should. I don't think I would have to change whole of it. I think everything it's fine over here is just that piece. And it was so hard to knit it because the purple yarn also has a bit of pinks, and as you can see that one is also a pink. I'm talking about a light pink, and I didn't knit it in one sitting. It's basically I'm able to do one row or 2 rows or rounds, and that's that. So that was fun. And you may think that sometimes I make mistakes, but also that lovely purple that lovely light pink also had purple. So I was like, oh, whatever. How do you like it? Anyway, in my finished object video soon. Like I said, this was a swap, so I'm free for swaps. For now, I'm not going to post it because at the end of this episode, I'm going to announce 3 winners for my lovely 7K subscribers giveaway, and those involves minis, so I have to prepare those minis, and once I prepare that and send to the winners, I will see what I can have left, and I will post what I have left, what kind of 60 grams of minis I could packed together, and if someone is interested, then you reply to my post. That's the way I'm going to do it, because I'm getting very many messages, and I'm so happy about that everyone wants to, well, everyone, but some people want to swap with me, and I'm so thrilled and grateful. But let's go for first came, first served. I want to swap with every one of you, and yeah, let's go that way. This hat is waiting for finished object video. Another thing that's waiting for finished object video, because it's finished, is in this bag. Again, beautiful bag, handmade bags by Diane. I love the fabric. And my keychain. So do you know what I have in this bag? And if you see this, do you know, am I knitting for myself or for someone else? So basically, if you are watching it for the first time, these are my pouches. I haven't showed you my pouches. My pouches. And this one is a Christmas pouch, and I like to treat it as my gift knitting pouch, although there's some news going on in the shop in a second. So yeah, in the shop section. So this is what it is, and you can see inside we have, it's Christmas related, because we have these colors, and we have Christmas bubbles and everything. I knit these on hiyhiya sharps, and they're fixed because blue cable, US size 1, 2.25 millimeters. That's my preference, and I knitted all these beauties. They're gift knitting, so I'll try to go and block them too while I'll be blocking my hat. Ta-da! Do you like them? I didn't get to match them because I thought it would be too difficult to do that with this yarn, so they're this way. And if you're interested how I knit socks, I recorded a tutorial, almost an hour long, how I knit my socks. Obviously there's other ways to knit socks, I always repeat that. This is only the way I like it, because I treat socks as just knitting process, so there's no pattern over here, plain vanilla, but you can put a pattern. Yarn I used drops Fabel, one in another color. This is 911, and this is 102, because I think 2 years ago I got loads of this yarn and I don't want to waste it. Yeah. So anyway, I still have some of that in the stash, so I'll be knitting with drops Fabel yarn, because you can't waste stuff, right? Or you shouldn't waste. Oh! Okay, so what's on my needles, oh no, one more thing about what's off my chest. I told you, and I probably will be repeating that on my videos too. If you're watching any of my videos, to please check that you're actually watching on knittingILove channel. I got a little bit hurt by someone, we don't know by who, but someone created a YouTube channel with a certain name, and they were basically uploading all my videos, 400 something videos. That kind of shocked me that I have so many videos. I think 400 something over videos on their channel, and if that wouldn't be enough, they were leaving information underneath the video that they would wish donation, and they were giving a PayPal link and some other link to some other thing. I think it's more in America. So that's that. My friend told me just to let you know that I don't take donations. The way, if you want to support me, I would be thrilled if you could knit any of my patterns. I know it's a financial support, but I have some free patterns, so that will make my wings stretch and fly. So if you check those and you find something that you like, please do knit it and show it to me. It will make my day. If you are able to afford a bit, you can always get some of my paid for patterns, or you can always join that thread on Ravelry, which I call knittingILove patterns giveaway. What else you can support me? I have a little shop, knittingILove, so you can check my pouches, and if you like something, please buy. I'll be so happy to pack it and send it to you and see that you're using them, because that makes my heart sing. And so thank you so much for all the posts. And like I said, if you're adding something to your stories on Instagram, please don't forget to tag me. That way Instagram lets me to share your story post. So I think that's all those 2 ways. Obviously, if your wallet is a little bit too small for whatever you have in there, I'm not saying no if you send me an email and tell that you want to just donate some money towards my way. Who wouldn't? Or maybe you have a spare house around the area that I live and you just wish to gift it to us. That'd be lovely. Anyway, let's say the good news. The good news there is that eventually, thanks to you, and I had such a long time, I thought it was just, I had a smidge, I thought that it's not going to work, but eventually YouTube kind of clicked in and removed the account. From that perspective, if you check my last episode and you Google or try to look for it, you see it, but once you click on it, there's nothing there. At least that's how I see it. I think how I see it this way, so I can show you this here. Okay, I know it's a sad news, but the very positive thing is that so many people reached out. I thought no one is going to, but some of you reached out and were saying that you reported some videos, you had time to do that, and I was so grateful for this because so nice. I thought I'll stay on my own with this problem, and yeah, Anyway, I'm doing it for fun, and thank you so much for watching. And yeah, so if you're thinking of creating a YouTube channel, there are a few things you need to think of. Okay, let's move on. What's on my needles? Oh, what's on my chest? Now, I've been working on a few projects, okay, just a few. Last time I showed you a lot, and before I forget, maybe I mentioned something that you could probably have a sneak peek over here. I'm not sure how many of you actually noticed that something has changed in my background. And you can see this yarn over here. I don't know, can you see it all? But do you see it? Lovely. And can I do this? Oh yeah, lovely. So you've seen it. So this is the yarn I got from Poland. I don't think it's good to grab a black one. Or maybe it is good. So this is the yarn I got in Poland. It's 100% Polish wool because I got it in Poland, so hopefully it's Polish. I got it on the market, and it looks that it's more like it's not a wool and spun yarn, but maybe on the wheel. I'm not an expert on it. You have a bit sticking out from it. I knitted already with this yarn. I just labeled them myself. And I wrote down how many grams we have because each of the skein has a different weights. I'm not selling these in the shop. I was thinking that I might, but I'm not sure if there's be any interest. And first I would like to knit a sweater that I'm knitting in here. So this is a single ply, and here is a double ply. So anyone who is more expert in natural yarns can tell me, have you knitted with something similar, or will that remind you something similar? So here it is, and this is the yarn I'm using, not this color. I have 4 colors like this, and I was told that this is natural. 4 colors, I call it gray, cream, light gray, and coal, because it's like a coal. It's not completely black, but it's, you know, like those black sheeps. Yeah. So here it is. But this is how it looks, and I picked 2 colors. I picked light gray with this. And like I said, that they're different grams, 170, you can see here, 160 we have here, 170 again, and 200 grams again. So I want to test it, and I want to knit a sweater from it because I'm Polish, like I said at the beginning of the video, and I've been living in Ireland for over 12 years now. So it warms my heart if I can use a Polish product, if that makes sense. Do I have any expats over there watching? Do you have the same feeling that it's not really like a homesick, but okay, I'm getting deep over here, sorry. So anyway, what I did, I knitted this sweater, Arboreal sweater by Jennifer Steingas. I have also other 2 patterns that I really want to knit in the future, because she has a kind of a deal. You can get 3 patterns and pay just for 2. So like the 3rd one is for free. And I knitted this from the yarn that I got from one of our trips. And the trip, I'm saying that the 2 lads, well including Sebastian, decided to do a challenge in the mountains. And we had to go along and spend some time in a car park. Luckily there was a small shop, a kind of coffee house, and in Ireland, if you haven't been in Ireland, sometimes you have in those little towns tourist shops, which looks like a small thing you're getting in and you have all Irish things inside. In the small corner, sometimes in those shops you also could see iron sweaters, but they machine, according to Grace from Babel's Traveling Yarns. The original source and stuff, it's, you know, it's questionable. I think like everyone from everyone, it's very hard to, you know, unless you see it from the beginning it's done, you never know what you're getting. So the story is like that I found a skein of yarns and I got that yarn and I knitted this with it. I used all this lovely cream. That's why I have shorter sleeves for my taste, but it suits my mom beautifully. I took a photo, but she didn't let me to put it up. She looks amazing, so I can use it for a year, and that's her sweater waiting for her in Ireland here, and I can use it just to, you know, take it for walks and just make sure that it's happy. And that's what I basically treat my knitwear. Just I take my knitwear for walks and get some air. It's a beautiful pattern, and I will say knit it. You could see my tags. So I put over here snowflake, and on the other side, it's upside down now, isn't it? And other side, when did I knit it? So more of these in my shop. So I want to knit something similar. Well, I didn't go completely similar. I'm trying to learn something new. I have this amazing bag, which is a handmade bags by Diane. No, Diane made it for me, but I sent her a fabric to make a bag for me. So I'm not sure will she do it. There's loads of fabrics actually. So we have a keychain, and inside I have a beginning. Well, this sweater will be knitted when I'm at home and I'm chilling and I'm relaxed. I think I'm ready to make a mistake. So, okay, so what is it? On the screen, maybe I'm going to show you how beautiful this is. Don't you agree with me? Or are you agreeing? Don't you agree with me? It is Keys sweater, and it is a hybrid sweater that feels more like Greeks and Athens and mythology. But hybrid means that you start from here, so you have to cast on loads of stitches, which kind of goes around your arms, around your chest, and then you're knitting it up. Once you finish it, then you pick it up and you need to knit the bottom so you can make it as long as you want, and then sleeves as long as you want, because this is the difficulty with the bottom up, that once you start, you don't know when to finish. And at the end of the day, if you notice that once you finish the yoke and feel that it's a little bit small, once you pick up stitches, you can kind of go a little bit lower with it and then divide it to sleeve and body. I hope I'm explaining it right. So yeah, a newbie me. I did a gauge, and my gauge is just like, do you have the same problem with your gauges? That's why normally when I do a gauge, I try to find a pattern that I like, that it fits my gauge. But you know, the difficulty of this is not that many patterns you may find with your own gauge. So there's another option, that you get a pattern and you try to fit your gauge into it, which means either you change needles, that's what everyone tells you, but sometimes even if you change needles, you do not like the structure of it. It could be too tight for you, so then you can play with also yarn. But then that means if you have already a yarn sweater quantity, well, that means that I have to get a new one. So I'm going with my own gauge. It's completely different than the pattern tells you, but we will wing it. Is that a word? Wing it. Okay, normally what I do, I print whatever I only need to print. So I have already instructions over here, and I didn't print the first information in regards like what needles are recommended, what yarn is recommended. So I'll tell you, you know what, link down below to the pattern, check it out. So then I'm casting it on. You have to do a provisional cast on over here, and you're going up. Provisional casters, you have different methods. I use the one with the hook. If that doesn't tell you anything, flip it. If that doesn't tell you anything, well, you do something with the hook and the needle to create chain connected with the stitches already on your needle. Something like that. And then you work in a round. So I did that much. So you could see. But then I thought, I actually frogged it and I actually cast on one more time. And then I thought, oh wow, that's a load of, like, it's big. It's like a double. And I thought, okay, that's too big. How much do I really need to have? So I did my own maths, and I completely forgot that it is so big, because when you have the full circuit over here, it's not like your, what do you call it? A tunic. No, tunic? No, tunic is a dress. It's more like a cowl that kind of fits, because you need that extra to finish here and to finish under your armpit. So I don't know what to do now. I think I have to redo the maths and restart again, because I cast on the small, and with my calculation now, with my gauge that I have, I don't have enough to finish one arm. So let's see. So here is my pouch, and just to show you how to use it, just in case. If you have a shawls or sweaters or anything, like I'm using small actually. These are small short needles for hats. I don't know, because I have that thing. So what do? You put it in. Okay, I'm going to do it completely reversible. If you have a long bit like this, you have to twist it to have a full loop like this, and then you click on it. That way it shouldn't come up. Okay, like this. If you do the other way around, I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, if you have loads of stitches, then what I do, and I do that with the hats too. Okay, it's so hard to show you. So anyway, okay, we'll do this. And what I do, I push some stitches, I grab the yarn, and do this. So I don't know, can you see it? So we have stitches on the needle, come on. So we have stitches on the needle, I grab the cord and I place it over here. And that way, nothing comes up either. So I think it's too small. So I cast it on, and I did a few rounds already. I'm not sure how many I can say. And with a provisional, there is a different, I'll just show you, there is a different yarn that I use. I was afraid because it's kind of bulky, but I don't think it changed anything. It may. But is it big? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to frog it or not. So let's test it. Look at this. I think that's big enough. Is it going to stay as big? No worries, I pick up stitches later on. Or should I go smaller? And I can go smaller. You see this? And I can go smaller because there's no smaller size. I would have to do all the maths. So according to this thing, it should be around here. It's my fault. I don't have the gauge. I have a gauge, I think. I don't know. I'll tell you later. So I have to have enough for this, for around my waist, and for this. You see? Do you understand now? So like this. So I think I'd be okay. So I'm going to continue with this. And really, really, truly apologize, designer, that I'm not following the gauge and I'm just trying to go with it. Go with the flow. It's a beautiful, beautiful sweater. Go for it, buy it, and follow the gauge. Don't listen to me. So here it is, and I'm very interested how it's going to work. The same feeling I have about this yarn. There's, oh, it's so scratchy. It's going to be bad. It's not that bad when I'm knitting with it. It pills. So I'll show you. This is how it looks on the needle. See this? This is how it looks on the needle. It's not bad. But you see those things sticking out here and there. But it's oh, like beautiful. I love it. But I had exactly the same thing with the arboreal sweater when I was knitting. It's better twisted because I was comparing those two yarns. It's from the woolen meal, right? But I had the same kind of, oh, it's a little bit like, I'll make it, but will I be able to wear it? And I love it. It's softened up so much. I have to show it again. Oh, I love it. Look, no problem. But I show you the difference. Okay, there are two yarns. This one is my Irish, and this is the one Polish that I got. But this is a handspun. Okay, they both feel rustic. They both feel rustic, but you could see now on the screen, check it out, how twisted they are. This one is a Irish that you can buy, and this is Polish that you can buy on the market from some older lady. So there is a difference, and let me know down below if you have any experience. Well, I probably gather experience from the old mess I'm doing now. But come on. And as you can see, I made a swatch over here for something else. For our Marsha Zibuki pattern. Shaka. I think that's how you say it. Hopefully I'm not saying any good words now. But I wanted to knit it with this yarn, but I thought, no, it's not giving any justice to the pattern she's making. She has a sweater knit-alove for her pattern, for sweater pattern, and it is until 31st of November. So it's still a month and something to knit it. I really, really would want to, Marsha, but I have already 2 sweaters now. I'll knit it. I'll have it. I'll knit it. I will knit it. You hear me? My words. I see it done. I see it in my eyes that it's done and I'm wearing it. Unless it'd be so good and Seb's going to take it. I'm kind of, you know, if I get it a little bit bigger, he will fit into it. Okay. So I showed you that. I will fix this mess later. Normally I don't print patterns. I use a free app on the screen, how it's called. Some people were asking me. So here it is, check it out. And there is also a paid option. I haven't went for it because kind of, I probably will do. I probably will go for paid option. It even says that it can read charts. So for instance, if you have like 6 whites, it will tell you need to do, you know, knit 6. You don't have to count how many you have to knit in regards like color work or something. So I'm quite interested. I'm thinking of getting it. It's just, you know, you want to buy something and it's just you don't have time to buy it. So no worries, I'll do that too. So just in case you want to be more paper free, try and check it out. What else I have on? I have a hat here. Oh, I've actually finished something. Oh, what's on my chest? Well, it's still on. Let's say it's not finished. Because it's not. It's my new pattern, which I will be writing down and asking for test knits. At the moment, I'm writing it down, the silent castle hat. Oh, this one! It kind of counts because it's what's on my chest. So at the moment, this is what I'm working on. And this is a silent hat. I did a finished object video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And I have over here a authority in this arch, but the pattern will be, so it's kind of, you know, spooky hat. But I want to include in the pattern also version without Dorothy. So basically you have arches over here like you have in the balconies in the castle, and one of those balconies or those windows in those balconies are different. I'm classifying as a Dorothy arch balcony. So you can have it equally spread, or you could have a Dorothy over there. And I knitted it in a beautiful KnitCrate yarn I got from them. I got this in their Sock Crate membership, and I got this yarn in September. No, in August. In August I got this yarn. And I got a KnitCrate in September, and they didn't send me a KnitCrate yarn, which is their brand, like in-house yarn, and this is like wool. So check the video. It's 40, 40 and 20, and I think it's not a superwash. And here is the one that I got from Artisan KnitCrate, and Artisans and KnitCrates, they're like collaborations with indie dyers. Anyway, check any of my unboxing videos in regards to KnitCrate, you will hear more. There's also a coupon code that if you want to enter their subscription, you can get 20% off, KL20, and there's affiliate link, I'll put that down below. So, oh, that's the way also you can help me out, because KnitCrate are sending something my way, and by sending my way, they send me some boxes to open up too. So I'm so grateful, and I can knit stuff with it, and this is my pattern. So sneak peek for my pattern. I love it so much. I didn't wave in because I have so difficulties to find the end before I put a tag, and once I put a tag I know where's the front, where's the back, and I love everything about it. I love the yarn. Oh, and so yarn, I'll show you. So I have some leftovers. I'm not sure how many grams I used. So that's finished object video hopefully soon. I used 3mm needles. That's kind of my favorite ones for the fingering yarn. I tried to speed things up because I don't want to take loads of your time. So here it is, different pouch. I normally use these pouches for knitting journals, like anything that you have elastic band, but they're perfect also for, as you can see, because I wanted to match it. So color. This is my leftovers. Yo, got those. So I have yarn for swaps. And this is the yarn in question. Here it is, Crystal Sheep. And here on information, you have over here 100 grams, 450 yards, and we have 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And ambush is the name, isn't it? Lovely. And I learned how to read backwards. So proud of myself. And anyway, there's something about it. Something about the base. I know 75, 25, and everything should be the same way, but the yarn is not. You can get 75% superwash. Somehow, explain that to me. Why different are different? Different sheeps, different world, different environment, different everything. Love it. I hope you will love it too. Yep. I presume we shall see my finished object video. I think I used less than 50 grams. Okay, I just have a pile of things in front of me, and I'm hoping that I'm saying everything. Okay, I think that's not all. Wait, where's Mina's Philip hat? I'm knitting Central Park hat. And we're back. Found it. It's here. And what do I have over here? I have hat and I have knit for a bit. So I'm treating this as kind of slow project, although it's going fast. Oh, this bag, I also love it because it's a bag that was made ages ago. Can I say ages ago? By my lovely viewer and a friend, Suzanne. So I'm still using it because I'm still loving it. And look how perfectly it matches my keychains. So what do we have over here? As I said, I don't print pattern. I use that app and I have that much. And again, I took the tower pouch because it's yellow and I thought it will look beautiful with this. So what do you think? I love this green. Oh, Kent. I did a folded brim. I read Mina's instructions. She has a separate PDF file. You're getting it with the pattern. But I did my way. Folding thing is not a problem. She gives you 3 options. So I just picked my option. And here it is. I love it so much. You don't have to think about it. There's kind of written into it because this is the back of the hat. And you can see we're going to the front. I need to reread it, how long I have to knit it, but I'm just keeping it. I just want to have it for a little bit longer than like 4 days or 3 days. So here's the yarn, and I got this yarn from Diane. You're watching? This is what you gave me like ages ago. I'm knitting with it. So here it is. I have a few skeins this. I think she gifted me 3 and I didn't know what to do with them, so hats. And we have Barocco Ultra Alpaca. We have 50% alpaca, 50% wool. 50-50 alpaca wool. As you can see, yeah, check it out. And you can see mileage. So what do we have over here? Mileage. 100 gram, 215 yards, 198 meters. And I knit it with hiyhiya sharps, and we have small cable, so it's about the connections, and the length of it is 16 inches, so 40 centimeters, and I have here, but you could see that I have the different ones. So I started with one size and I'm knitting with other size, let's say that way. So I started with 3.5 millimeters, which is US size 4, and now I have US size 7, which is 4.5 millimeters. The pattern gives you, I think, slightly 3.75, and I think it gives you 4.5. I think something like this. I'm not sure. I'll link them down below to the pattern, so check it out. Mina came up with a collection, so you could buy all of her patterns, but I got just one hat and this one because I like this one the most. I'm kind of floral girl. Ah, yes, I am. Look how different this green is. This is green and this is what? It's not green, it's not blue, it's more to greens and blues. Oh, that would be nice. It's going to be a gift. Who wants this hat? No, I'm kidding. I don't have a clue. I told you I'm putting everything into one box and it's down there, so I'm not going to show you. I think I showed you once. It's just a standard box and I'm just putting things there, and in December I just decide how many things I have and who's going to get it. So that's what I was knitting too. Where's the thing that I knit the most? It's a sweater. I'll do this, this, and this. Sweater. Okay. Right, I have this beauty. I'm designing a sweater and jumper for myself. I'm not sure about the grading, anything like that. We shall see how it goes. I kind of want to knit the sweater the way I would understand that and hope that anyone else would. So I can show you the back of it because it won't be difficult. It's just, you can have a sneak peek what I'm doing. But I love the yarn, tamiwicolours. And the last time I showed you, I was where that little bell is, and I knit it up till the cupcake. But then I decided to frog it and completely change the design, and I had to go back. So when I finished the yarn that I frogged, it was a big celebration, and well, I didn't have a cupcake, but I had cookies, and then I start from the ball, and it's just amazing. I don't have here 100 grams yet. This is tamiwicolours. Oh, I probably should, I think I should cake a new one. Here, how it looks in the cake. Overall, I have 3, oh yeah, this is how it looks in the cake. Overall, I have 3 of them. I spoiled myself for my Christmas present. This is a sock. I need to, on the screen now, check it out now, on the screen, you can see the name of the color. Because a lovely dyer got in touch with me and told me what color it is, just to let you know in case you're interested. So I have to cake this, and I can't wait. I love them so much. I love to wear them over my bra. Can I say bra over here? And oh, I just love how warm it is. And lately I had a conversation with my mom, and my mom said that she knitted a sweater for herself. So maybe on the screen I'll show you now what she knitted. So Mom, look, this is your beautiful project. And she knitted it from some leftovers, and 20% I think of that is the wool. I think 10% wool, 10% mohair. And she wore it and she was just amazed how warm actually wool can be. What I can say about Poland, at least in my head, I could say that my imagination of a knitter in Poland was a person who would knit with acrylic, maybe some blend with wool, but it wasn't really like discussion that you have options. There's just like acrylic. So that's why if you would want to watch any of my beginning videos, I go to Aldi or Lidl, and I'm getting yarn from them, and you know, that's 100% acrylic, and I'm getting like a bunch of them because, you know, they're cheaper than the yarn like this. But then through the 2 years over here podcasting, learning and listening and gaining that knowledge, still not there yet completely, and the stuff is, I still own that acrylic yarn, and I have mixed feelings of it. I know people don't want to knit with acrylic because of certain reasons, but I have my kind of definition of waste, and if I make decision that, you know, some people may not feel it's the right one, but I made it one time. Some people make decisions because they're not aware of the other things, and so on and so on. So I was at that point, I didn't know, I wasn't aware, and I got stuff, and I just want this not to be thrown away, because that will be like creating something, that all energy going into something, and it's just wasted. So I just want to do something with it. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I have some yarn that I want to knit, and then if I knit with it, I just want to know what to do with it. With the knitted objects. I've had a few friends who would not mind to get acrylic, but I want them to experience wool and just to see the difference, because yeah, in the Polish, I went to Poland and we went shopping. Like I said, I was looking for like a sweater, something, you know, knitwear. I was going to, like in Zakopane, have a big street with loads of shops, and I was trying to actually check the blend, what is sold to people, what do they sell to people, and it was like viscose would be the something that, oh yeah, that was, well, wow, there's a viscose or a cotton, but with wool content, not so much. Most of it was acrylic or polyamide, polyester, and you would go to shops, they're very expensive, and they would like, it just, people are not aware, I would think. But I think slowly, even with like fashion industry, we have one Polish YouTuber, which in Poland is called Racka, and I watch her, so maybe on the screen I'll show her face, so I'll put a link to her channel, and she talks about fashion, but also from perspective how it's made and what it's made of. And there was one, for instance, like I think a year and a half ago, she was walking around Polish shops that you could buy in different, like H&M also, you know, it doesn't have to be Polish, but in Poland, and what they offer and what kind of scarves, all hats you can buy, and for what price. And then she was not only comparing the way they look, but also she was comparing the price for the quality you're getting. And for her, for instance, if you want to buy acrylic scarf, okay, that's fine, buy it, and she could buy it too, but don't charge for it like so much money, because and so much money you could get a better quality, including wool or viscose or anything that has a natural content in it, not synthetic. So I loved it so much, and recommend to watch her videos if you speak Polish. Sorry. So yeah, so this is it, and I love it. I'm going to wear it. There is a pattern in the front. Because of the yarn, it's not so visible, so I'm thinking to re-knit it, because I treat it as a sock. Seriously. I know it's fingering, and someone is, but it's not even 100 grams. So probably at this stage when I'm showing you, it'll be equivalent of a pair of socks knitted. So if you can knit a pair of socks, you're probably at the same stage as I am here. And here's my pouch, as you can see, trembling. And I have over here 3mm needles, so that's exciting. And that's all what I was working on, I think. It's probably a long one, sorry. So yeah, let's move on to what's on still. Okay, so what's on still, I'm including that over here, is that Laura from the Yarn Closet podcast, she reached out to me and said that she would want me to, she asked me have I knitted or used a cranked, no, I'm completely now using better words probably, a yarn from like a sock knitting machine that you just, that machine is creating a tube, obviously you have to swing the thing. So she gifted me this beautiful yarn. It's so beautiful. I don't want to. And she put some time and effort into it too. So like how I can destroy it. She said I can pull from this and treat it as a sock blank, so I could actually re-knit it if I want to. But I'm just thinking what I can do with it. And please help me out if you know that I can use it. This is loose. I could not have socks done from it. But I'm thinking of a headband. And you know, oh my god, so I have a scooter. I know, it's a tangent. So maybe I'll show you first what I got, okay? So here it is, it's beautiful. What this is, okay, so here it is on the screen. Look how pretty. Pineapple yarn, and 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. We have 430 yards and 100 grams. And this is Vidalana, I think. That's the colorway. If you're check the screen now if you're interested, you can see now and read the color, and now you can read the content. Okay, and hear how it knits up. If you have in your stash something like this, look how it looks like. And according to the note, this one is 64 stitches. Really? It's very loose. I don't mind, so that way it's very kind of soft. That's one. So let me know. The second one, both are such a treat because, you know, I'm from Ireland, so obviously I think everyone knows about customs and stuff now these days. So this is Lolo Did It, and you could, oh my, this is my moment. This is first time I'm showing the label from Lolo Did It. Check it out. I see other podcasting doing this all the time, and just, oh, and other yarns that I haven't even touched or seen. And oh no, it says 72 stitches, rows unknown. Hippo from Independence. That's what she wrote down over here. Check the screen now. Lovely. And this is what she did with it. And oh my, I know it's 72, but it's quite tight. And I put my leg in it, and I think I'm going to try to get a shorties from it, because I want to use the rest for something else. I don't know for what, but it's so beautiful. Look at this. I love it so much. Thank you so much. It's just like, oh. So here it is. We have some white, some red, some blues. It's like a river. Lovely. Beautiful. So this is what I want to do with it. And see what I can do with rest. And I could, if I do, I will do another socks, because this is a waste. Why I would knit with it if it's already knitted? Beautiful. I maybe could get a sock pair for myself and shorties for Seb with this. If I had to add something in the color, contrast color, definitely. Thank you so much. This is just unbelievable. But that's not all. No, it wasn't a swap. No, it's just she sent it to me like that. This is another goodie, and it's a freckled whimsy. I checked the Instagram because I post photo about what I got from Laura. I did a live when I open it because I thought maybe you'd be interested to see my reaction. So yeah, oh, so beautiful. And I tagged freckled whimsy, but it showed that she dyes yarn. So, but it's so beautiful. You can connect stuff in here. You have already pulley. Maybe I'll put my thing, whatever I knitted with it. It'd be perfect for hats. You know how much I love hats. That's perfect for hats. That reminds me, my grandma's garden. So cute. Thank you so much. I can use it now. So beautiful. So I said that. Oh, so when I was watching Laura, so check out her podcast. I will put a link down below too. You will have it in the jar section, her link. So she has a difficulties with her sight, and it's not getting better according to what I understand. So stay there, and that's why she went from crocheting to knitting, because you can feel stitches better than crocheting. And I understand that too. Like, I don't think you can crochet without looking at it, because you would need to know where you're putting the hook in. So with the yarns, you can just basically feel the strand and you just move it. That's how I do it when I don't look at it, and when I do just stockinette stitch. That's why I love knitting hats, and especially when they stockinette stitch, and at least I'm using beautiful yarn that is just shows up. So yeah, so it's like something interesting going on. I just have a pile over here of hats, just random. I was cleaning a space up there and I had them hidden. Elsie, your hat! Share my passion. Oh, go slow hat. Oh, that reminds me of a trip. And I have my shawl, wild bloom shawl over here. One I gifted to my mom, the brown one, if you watch my finished object video. And this one I'm keeping. Ooh, and buy the shawls, yes. So, news, before I do KALs and shawl section. News! News is I got a scooter. I think I mentioned that last time, but I forgot to post something over here. So, I got something like this. It looks like this. Do you see it? That's me. That's me going to work. Or sending your orders if you visit my shop. So I try to do that too. It's kind of so cool in regards of environment because it's electric. I don't have to do anything. The only thing that I can say negative, there are a few things, but the main stuff, it's just like the cover for like charging. It's very hard to put it. I know, I'm whining now. But the main thing is you don't do anything on it, and I sometimes leave in the very early hours when it's dark and it's cold. So I was trying to find something that I can wear to keep me warm. And at the moment, what I found, I have to wear something like this, which is completely synthetic. And this is a windproof, and I should wear it this way, right? But I'm wearing it actually this way. So it looks more that I'm going to sleep. But I'm wearing it that way, just so I need to get something or sew myself something. Yeah, so that's one thing. And I'm not sure can you see it, but it doesn't really matter. On the top of that, I'm putting my Asphodel Potion hat. Good vibes. Read that pattern, read the introduction to this pattern, you understand. But anyway, it fits me beautifully. I like kind of beanie style. I was a former swimmer, by the way, if you don't know that. Represented a country, Poland, just in case you're still. For 7 years, for 7 years. So anyway, that probably goes in a little bit of my like past thing that you have to wear a swimming hat or swimming cap, whichever thing you want to pick. It's proper. So I like that too, so I put it on the top of that. Probably I will have to put bigger. I was using just this, but I felt the wind going into my ears. And then I had to put something around my neck, and this is my version of Wild Bloom shawl, but in the fingering it only takes 75 grams. For the lace you need 50, for the garters that you need 25. So, you know, let's go 80 you need overall just to have an extra bit. So this is it. And it's just as a singles, and it's just created amazing, and the wind doesn't go through it. It's just, I don't know, like, obviously I have something up to here. I have a jacket. I have also a jacket there. And then gloves. At the moment I haven't tried the woolen ones. I used ones that I had. I wasn't really happy with them because my fingers go cold. So Seb gave me his, and this is kind of, you have something furry over here, but it's, I think everything is, yeah, 100% polyester. But the more important thing is the top, that it's like a jacket, so the wind doesn't hit my hand or doesn't go deeper through the glove. So this is what I'm using, and yeah, perfect. I know it looks like for skiing. So I think of knitting a pair and maybe making a pair for myself that can flip things. We shall see. Because they're kind of bulky. So, and what I'm saying about Laura now. Okay, so go back to Laura. Laura has 2 electric, they're not scooters. Well, I have a Razor scooter. It's not the scooter that you sit, but she has a 4-wheel ones, and it is an amazing video that she created with her son. Spot on. Well done. That was a good one. And I have never knew that something like that exists. So check it out if you want to see how that looks, that you can actually sit down and go with it. It's really good fun. You're outside. If you don't go out for walks too often, this would be, I would say, first step to get you out from the house to get something like this. So check Laura's video. Okay, so that's that. Okay, okay. And I created my own video, so I put it down below under the what's on in the sexual scooter, and a different channel that I own, which is Barbara Nalefko, and I put it like 5 minutes to show you how it works. Obviously, it's my first impression. I have a few things that we kind of try to develop from then, and maybe I do kind of review when I hit more kilometers. So FYI, I did over 200 kilometers on it. So proud of myself. We calculated it's like a saving 20 euro. So I know how much I paid for the scooter. The scooter I think cost me 530 euro. And you know, you can check it out. You can get it cheaper, I think, or more expensive, depends. I wanted to get it from a European country. And what else? The prices may change, so don't take my word for it. And I just tried to see how many kilometers I need to do to kind of pay it off. So happy. I was saving for a bike. One day I'll probably show you my old bike. You will have a laugh. Okay, let's move on, shall we? I hope you're knitting nicely. Yes, you are. Very good. So let's go to KALs. And in the KALs section, I'm running a few KALs. One KALs is knitting, crocheting, make along. You can knit, crochet anything and post over that. The second one is a knit a hat KAL, which you knit or crochet. I know there's no crocheting in the hashtag, but we're going with crocheting too. So go check it out. Also finished object video. I think knit, crochet, and make along also has a chatter. So if you want to chat, I'll check that. Let's say every second day. But I will respond. I will say something. I will say thank you, or well done, or brilliant. I'll try to do and use the language to develop it better. So that's that. But that's not the only thing. When you go to my Knitting I Love group, you can also find two other things. Sorry. Phone call. Right. We have other two threads of that. One is a love-hate licorice swap. So I said to you, if you watched already since the beginning, it's about swapping. It's about gifting each other 60-gram yarn minis and in different options. And you can have 3x20, 6x10. You have even 4x15 if you want to. We can have 20, 10, and then whatever the rest is, and 3 teas. That's what you need to definitely put in. And the whole thing that you go to post office shouldn't be heavier than 100 grams. So including envelope. So that's a difficulty. But I think that everyone can at least once try and swap with someone. I'm going to post one, like I said, but I will need to do a few things now when you're going to hear about it. So I'll be quite busy sending some minis. And yeah, but then I'm going and hopping into that thread. So yeah, with my idea, I can't lie. I just knit hats. So if you're preparing something for me, bear in mind that I would want to use all those minis into a knitting hat project. So try to see if I can play with the color or something over there. Okay. And in regards, another thread that is in the Knitting I Love group is Knitting I Love pattern giveaway. Because I tried to, at least for like what, 2 years, treat podcasters a little bit better. I thought, you know, that's why I love designing patterns, to be able just by the few clicks on the computer send you some joy and happiness. Well, I'm hoping that I'm sending that. So the idea is to go there, check my patterns. I have some free patterns and paid for patterns, and I have links to both of them. So if you don't mix things up. Because the last time someone posted a free pattern, I said, well, you can knit that and you can get another one from me. We had laugh. So go check paid for patterns and tell me which one do you like. Obviously you can also say, and by the way, I'm knitting this one for you just to make you happy. And you will make me happy. From the free patterns, for instance. So anyway, so write it down, and once per month I will be drawing a person from the whole batch and gifting the pattern they want. So I hope that's fine, and I want to that way build up my collection of patterns that I design, so you have maybe something you find that you like. You know, don't post something that you don't like, obviously, you know. Not everyone has to like everything. I know that. Now, so, we had already 2 winners, and once you're a winner, you cannot be a winner anymore in this kind of So the good thing is, if you won, you got the pattern. But on the other hand, I may design something way better, and you never know. Well, truth. So I did every drawing before I'm recording it, so I know everything. So in that thread, I'm picking now a winner for September 2018. We have October now, so once October finish, I will try to do it the same. We had 25 posts. Obviously, some of them were picked already, but you know, then I don't count it. And we had from 2 till 25, and I had to pick a random number. Obviously, I used random comment picker, and the number is 17. Yay! So congratulations. I checked who that is. So on the screen, you can see it. And I don't have a name, but I know that person lives in Quebec, in Canada. So congratulations, and the pattern that you like the most is Ask for a Little Potion Hat. So it's the one that I'm using for my scooter adventures. So here it is. You have Ask for a Little on the top just to show you. It is very beanie, but obviously you can get it longer. That's not a problem, remember. And as you can see, you can stretch it out. If you want to play with your own number of stitches that you know that you're knitting a hat, go with it. Always, there is an option. If you're knitting any hats, mine or someone else, you can always sneak in, how do you call it? Setting up row. So for instance, let's say designer or my patterns have certain number of stitches, and I have certain repeat. So I know that I can cast on stitches with that and repeat, or one more, right? Or less. And then if they tell you to do this, I can decrease or increase stitches and just set up for something, whatever's going to happen in the future. Unless the pattern goes from the ribbing to the pattern in the body, take that for consideration and may change things. But over here not, so you can play with it. Obviously, this is a potion. This is like a potion class with me. There is things you do to make this hat a little bit special than any other hat. So I love it so much. I don't know how I came up with an idea, but it just got into my head. So much fun. I love it so much, and I wear it, and where else I could wear it when I'm just scooting around on a scooter. So I'm going to wait for a bit because I want you lovely KKAE to watch this and yeah, be happy and send me a message. If that won't happen, no worries. In like 2 weeks I'm going to let you know, or I probably definitely realize that I missed something when I be drawing for next one, that oh, I got a winner for this. What the heck I did for it with it. Okay, that's not all. More like I still count it as a KAL giveaway section. Oh, let's call it giveaways. Giveaways. Apparently I shouldn't be using that word, so it's a big thank you. This channel got 7,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much, and I know not everyone could win. I used random comment YouTube picker to pick winners. The person who classified for the giveaway was a person who needed to write down what kind of minis they would want to get. The prize was or is 60-gram minis with your own choice, and people could pick 60, 3x20 or 6x10 grams, and whoever wrote down that was picked. Whoever wrote that down was included into the giveaway. Okay, I know. We have 3 winners because I wanted to kind of spread the joy, and like I said, I try to do the packages the way I do for swaps. So I include the yarn that you want and 3 teas, and make sure that the whole thing does not weigh more than 100 grams because that will get me to the different post price. So the first one on the screen is Janet Tam, and she requested 3x20 grams. So I can't wait to prepare something. Please, whoever wins, and you're the first winner, please contact me on Ravelry. Let me know your address because I would need that. Do I need anything else? I'm going to give you random teas, obviously. So if you don't like it, read it first before you drink it. Give it to someone else. Okay, now the second winner is Wendy Herman, and she requested 3x20 grams. So the same thing, congratulations. Get in touch with me on Ravelry, and if not, well, email, you know, info@knittingilove.com, in case you're not Ravelry, but I believe you are, aren't you? And then the third winner is Lisa McDonald, yay! And she requests in her comment 6 by 10 grams. So congratulations to the winners. Please get in touch with me. I will try to now create those packages. I'll be just waiting for your dress. It's going to be a surprise for you what you're getting. That's basically what it is when you're doing a swap. It's not a swap. You don't have to send me anything. It's just, I just love it so much, and probably whoever did the swap really likes it too. Bye. Now I think that's all in regards to this section. I hope I haven't forgot anything. And the next one, the last one, is shop. Okay, there I have few news in the shop. Few news are that the prices are getting a little bit higher lately. So things needs to be done. So at the moment, if you're getting my pouch, I removed the tags that you were getting. I normally were also adding an extra tag as a goodie if you've ordered my pouches. Now it's just a pouch without tags. Although I still have some of those tags, so I'll be placing them randomly into things. So you will get some goodies, but I'm not saying that it will be coming the same way as you were getting before. The second option is that I was able to activate that packaging. Okay, so we have a standard packaging, or we have minimum plastic. It's not completely plastic free packaging. Like I said, I will write down on the website. I don't have it yet. I know I should. But basically means that at the moment I'm using padding envelopes. And I'm thinking of changing that. Although, according to the sending kind of rules, I take responsibility for anything it's sent towards your way. So if the package is damaged, it's my fault. So I'm thinking of that. So let me know what your thoughts are about that. The thing I'm talking about is that the pouches that I'm normally putting in the standard post, there are in the plastic cover. I'll show you. I like this, do you see it? And there's nothing bad with it. If you don't have plastics like this, you can use them for swaps, you can put yarn into it, you can send it, and so many of you are saying that they're actually recycling. No, recycling is throwing into the bin to make sure it's going to be produced. This is like reusing things, and I love that idea. So if you have any of those pouches, they're perfect for even putting teas in, so you make sure that they won't dry when you're sending them, or they're not get wet. More that than dry, isn't it? So I think it's perfect and it's really nice. However, if you're not thinking of having any idea of reusing them, what I'm doing, whatever you order, I'll try to, where with tags, I'm putting them to plastic because I don't have any, at the moment, any paper bags. We shall see how it goes in the future. But how I put it in, I just put it into the paper folded and put it into the envelope without this. That's what the difference is. I'm working on new designs. I know, one day it just hit me and I was just drawing things. So I'm going to get 3 new pouches, hopefully is in the shop soon, so stay tuned on that. I'm going to post definitely information on Instagram, so don't forget to follow me there if you are on Instagram. I love Instagram, addicted. Check my stories, you will know all my life. It's just knitting I love, and I can't wait to show you that. So that's something new and exciting coming in hopefully soon. Anything else? I will have tags. I will have tags for 2018, for 2019 too soon, and the long ones with the new ones. Hopefully I'll show you that soon, and I'm happy that you're ordering and loving my product. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Don't forget to follow me down below links and use #knittingILove. Show me what you're knitting. Till next one. Bye.